Hello, Brick Chicago here. Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Stop! Before you hit buy on that 400% Bearbrick you just saw online, listen up. Fake Bearbricks aren't just a waste of money, they're bad for the community, they destroy trust, and they make you look like a clown.
You're stealing, right to jail.
In this video, I'll break down why buying replicas is not only dumb, but also dangerous. And I'll show you a comparison of a well-made 400% fake, so you know exactly what to watch out for. Let's talk real, let's protect our hobby. Starting with the basics, a replica Bearbrick is an imitation made to look like the original but not officially produced by Medicom toy. Some are scary close to the real thing, while others are pretty rough. The first batch of 400% fake Bearbricks had a different material composition. They were made out of sofubi instead of ABS plastic, and because of that, these replicas didn't have any of the signature clicking joints or sounds you get with the authentic Bearbricks. Real ones have the tight, clean joints, while fakes often have loose legs that don't click in properly. Another big giveaway, early fakes didn't include the Bearbrick logo. Both legs just had the same Medicom toy logo, but be aware, the first series of authentic 400% back in 2001 Bearbricks also used similar materials and featured the same logo setup, so this could get a little confusing. Then there's the packaging. The first wave of 400% fakes came in plain white boxes, nothing like the original packaging, which always features unique artwork tied to the collaboration or the series. Around this time, we also started seeing some replicas without any logo on the bottom of the foot. Instead, we just had a hole very similar to the 100% Bearbricks. Thankfully, most collectors today know these replicas should be avoided at all costs. The next batch of 400% replicas shared a common trait that made them easier to distinguish from authentic ones. While these often came with a decent version of the original art box, one key detail was missing. It was the lack of the hologram sticker. Nearly all older replicas with replicated box designs are missing this hologram, and that could be a very helpful way to spot fakes. I'll take a deeper dive into this later as replicas continue to evolve. Another important sign of the second iteration of the fakes is that these 400% replicas never came with the matching 100% Bearbrick. So around this time, collectors also got smarter and started making sure to only buy 400% Bearbricks that came with the 100% and with the original box. Lastly, even though the bottom foot logo started appearing on these replicas, they often got it very wrong. It usually was misspelled, poorly printed, or just not sharp enough to match the real thing. The final evolution of the 400% replica Bearbricks began circulating around 2001, when the overall quality of these fakes started to get noticeably much better. By early 2023, some 400% replica sets even began including the corresponding 100%, which caused a small frenzy in our collecting community. So even now, as of this video, in 2025, these replicas are still creating confusion, with some being mistakenly passed off as authentic sets. Here, you can see how the earliest waves of replicas were pushed into the market. Images were shared across various social platforms to warn fellow collectors. One example is the replica version of Javier Calleja's Mickey Mouse Bearbrick in 2021. In early 2023, one quick way to spot 400% replica set was examining the 100%. If the bottom of the head had a smaller hole than the usual, and the bottom of the head had a sharp, straight corners instead of the round ones, that was often a giveaway. However, these early versions have been replaced with the higher quality replicas. While they still aren't perfect one-to-one copies, they're getting pretty close. So one important note, having or missing a hole on the bottom of the 100% Bearbrick should not be used as your main way to verify authenticity. As you can see here, even recent 400% sets all include holes in the bottom of the head. So, what was the impact of the sudden rise of 400% replica sets? Two major things happened. First, the value of the Bearbrick started to drop dramatically. One way collectors track market trends is by checking the latest sold prices on online auction platforms and sometimes through StockX. So if you look here at StockX, you'll see how certain Bearbricks lost value fast, largely because scammers or profit-driven sellers were dumping replicas into the market at low prices. The second impact was a response from Medicom Toy. They partnered with a company called CK&B to roll out a new authentication feature for these 400% Bearbricks. a QR code powered by HiddenTag was introduced. HiddenTag is a product authentication system that uses a smart, covert labels and a proprietary mobile app to verify whether an item is genuine or fake. When someone scans the QR code, the app checks backend records and instantly confirms the product's authenticity. This system is now used over 1,000 brands to give collectors more confidence and security. Before I give you a detailed comparison of one of the recent 400% replica sets, I want to quickly touch on some Kaws replicas that weren't covered on my previous videos. For a company to produce replicas, there has to be a financial incentive. So as you can imagine, most replicas target the pricier and more hyped Bearbricks. Kaws is easily one of the most well-known names in the Bearbrick world, and in 2020, the community was hit with another scare, the arrival of 400% replica dissected Kaws Bearbricks. Thankfully, collectors started comparing them immediately and spotted several fundamental flaws. As a result, it became harder for the replicas to fool experienced collectors. I'll make a dedicated YouTube tutorial soon on how to legit check the 400% dissected Kaws replicas. And more recently, a batch of fake Karimoku 400% Bearbricks has entered the market. Karimoku, a renowned Japanese furniture manufacturer known for its high-quality wood craftsmanship, is also known in our hobby for producing some of the most premium and expensive Bearbrick. The original BWWT Kaws was released in 2005, and fast forward 20 years, we're now seeing fake Kaws Karimoku Bearbricks being flooded into the market. So it's totally okay to pause and do your research before pulling trigger on higher-end Bearbrick pieces. Having been part of this hobby for a few years now, I can say that the Javier Calleja 400% set from 2018 is one of the most sought-after designs, known for its striking appearance and memorable catchphrase. I was able to purchase a replica Javier Calleja set just for $25 US, and that's exactly why some people are suddenly willing to sell their Javier Calleja Bearbrick on StockX as low as $250, even though the market value used to hover around $1,000. Because of this, it's very possible that many Javier Calleja sets floating around today are replicas. Here are some key ways to tell the difference. Number 1. The hairline on the left and the right should differ from the authentic version. What you're seeing here is that the replicas have often a more uniform 45-degree angled hairline. Number 2. The front line on the 100% replica is usually more rounded. Number 3, this is the easiest one. The space between the nose and the mouth is noticeably wider on the replicas. On the 400% Bearbrick, the logos on the bottom of the feet are still off when compared to the original. The replica logo lacks the crispness, especially the @ symbol, and the overall lines appear much darker than on the authentic version. So, some fundamental questions. Why are there so many replica Bearbricks? The short answer is definitely the demand. Some collaborations are harder to get, some of them are sold in specific countries, or they have very high resale values. This opens the door for factories to mass produce lookalikes and sell them at a fraction of the price. And another fundamental question that we should ask is it ever okay to buy a replica? Well, if you're collecting for display and don't care about the authenticity, some collectors are fine with having a fake, but just be honest with yourself and with your audience. But if you're collecting for value, trade, and future resale, you gotta stay away. Replicas have no value in the collector market and can damage your reputation as a serious collector. Some tips for new collectors. If you're just starting out and want to avoid replicas, here are 3 quick tips. Number 1, do your research and buy from trusted retailers or certified resellers. There is not a single place where you could go and buy only authentic Bearbricks, so it's best to do your research before pulling the trigger. Number 2, join Bearbrick communities. Keep asking questions. People love helping new collectors, including me. I highly recommend the Bearbrick World Discord group started by a passionate collector known as DM78. He is an incredible collector and he has a heart for the community. Number 3, start small and learn. Get to know what real Bearbricks feel like before dropping hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So that's the lowdown on replica 400% Bearbricks. Hopefully this helped you spot the differences and make smarter choices when building your collection. If you have learned something new, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more Bearbrick content every week. Let me know in the comments, have you ever accidentally bought a replica? It's not a shame, it happens to all of us. Until then, welcome to the rabbit hole.